This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. A $3 million industrial agreement signed between the government, the Water and Sewage Corporation, and the Bahamas Utility Service and Allied Workers Union, BUSAWU, for 2022 to 2025. The official signing taking place at the office of the Prime Minister on Tuesday afternoon. Minister of Works and Utilities, Alfred Sears, expressed his thanks to all who contributed to the agreement.
Today's signing is only possible thanks to the leadership and fulsome support of the Honorable Prime Minister, the Ministry of Works and Public Utilities, the Minister of Labor and Immigration, the Executive Chairman of the Water and Sewage Corporation, the Honorable Mr. Petty, the Board of Directors, many of whom, and also the consultants to the board, and the management of the corporation and the government's chief labor consultant and many other stakeholders.
This industrial agreement sets the framework for Water and Sewage Corporation's current 386 non-management employees. The staff have not received any general increases in pay since the last agreement expired in 2018. This agreement includes 4 general increase increments between 2022 and 2025. President of BUSAWU, Dwayne Woods, shared more details on this milestone accomplishment.
This industrial agreement has extended beyond the former government administration into this new day administration, who truly has proven that they are indeed worker-friendly. In this agreement, we sought to address the rising cost of inflation. We are happy to report that all members will benefit from the following: a host of new definitions, inclusive of but not limited to common law spouse, discrimination, and separation of serious and non-serious criminal offenses, etc. A banking hour that can be combined with lunch and or tea breaks. On-the-spot vacation. Increase in geographical transfer allowance. Increase in lunch allowance in the family island. Increase in travel allowance and incidentals. Increase in Christmas bonuses. Additional categories of workers will benefit from special skill allowance and the exposure to adverse physical conditions.
The new industrial agreement expires June 30th, 2025. When members of the House of Assembly met on Monday, the member for East Grand Bahama spoke for those that live in his constituency. A number of matters yet to be addressed. He brought the government to task concerning unkept promises, while also calling out some of his parliamentary colleagues. Cale Campbell has more in this next report.
There was a big meeting, and I wrote down everything that you all said at the big meeting. I did. I wrote it down because I believed that I was going to have to come back and remind you about all the promises that you all made at that big meeting. Member for Tall Pines, there is a need for a full-time nurse in Sweetingski. We have spoken about this on many occasions, and every time I go to Sweetingski, I am reminded that they are still waiting the necessary changes to the nurses' facility in order for that full-time nurse to be there. They are also waiting for the full-time nurse in the High Rock Clinic. The full-time nurse has to travel from Freeport to High Rock, and then also has to travel from High Rock to McLeanstown and to Sweetingski. And what they informed me was that they are only awaiting for the ministry's approval to put her in a place that has already been allocated, that has already been there. I was saying that that's what has been advised to me, but there is a place that, I am told there is a place that is there, and that it is ready for the person to go in. These are residents, these are elderly residents who are in desperate need of these medical facilities, and unfortunately, many of them may not be in a position to pay. And we hope that they are not being turned away if they are not able to pay. And so given the fact that there is not a full-time nurse that's there, given the fact that These residents are still, many of them still recovering from Hurricane Dorian, still in a desperate situation. They are now being told that they have to pay. Member for Western and Bimini, we are eagerly awaiting the opening of the office, the Social Services Office and the Urban Renewal Office. I know that at one point there was a call that was said that we were going to, y'all were going to open it, but that was postponed. So we are eagerly awaiting when that is going to happen, as well as the member for Pinewood. Also, we were told that a National Insurance Office was also going to be opened in East Grand Bahama. And so we are awaiting what the status of that opening up the office in East Grand Bahama also is going to be.
Thanks for that report, Cale. A set of Jaws of Life equipment was donated to the community of Long Island following the island's most recent traffic accident that claimed the lives of 3 young men. American citizens, now permanent residents of the Bahamas living on Long Island, Mr. and Mrs. Danny and Yvonne Shelton, shared why they decided to make the Jaws of Life donation and also explained some of the special features of the state-of-the-art equipment.
My wife and I, this is Yvonne, and we represent, of course, Three Angels Broadcasting Network. About a year and a half ago, we were on the island, Long Island. We have a home there, and with 379 acres, we're in the process of working with your government to develop. But there was an accident, and 3 young men there were killed. And so one of them we knew personally, and so we got to thinking about it. I said, don't they have, the car was really bad shape, don't they have the Jaws of Life? They said no, so I talked to our administration, and they said, well, let's just purchase and donate it to the island, to Long Island, and so we're happy to do that. And so these are special because they'll work in ocean, they're battery-powered, salt water, which most of them aren't, so it took us several months to get the batteries and all made, but it's a privilege to be here and be part of the community, and we're permanent residents also now, so we're happy about that.
On hand for the donation was Prime Minister Philip Davis, who expressed his gratitude on behalf of the Bahamian people, particularly residents of Long Island.
Yes, let me thank you. I recall meeting you at the home breakfast.
Yes.
During my campaigning it was.
Yeah.
And you expressed your desire and love for Long Island. And I think when those 3 boys got killed, I attended their funeral as well. It was quite a shock for the community. And part of the challenge was the lack of resources on the island to respond to issues such as that. And so this gift to the people of Long Island is truly timely, needed, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart for what you're doing. And this is why we like people like yourselves who come to the Bahamas, not just to profit, but also to give back.
Yeah,
and from I spoke to you, you've been giving back.
Also at the presentation was Transport Minister Jobeth Kobe Davis, who spoke about the government's recently launched National Road Safety Program.
Thank you so much. This falls in line with our campaign that we've launched this year, Slow Down, Stay Alive. And we did have the mother of one of the young men speak on our documentary. And it was really, really a sad time for the community. And it's important for us to get the message to our young people to take due care on the road. But when we don't and we have those unfortunate situations, these sort of resources will assist us to save a life. And so thank you so much for your donation.
Also present at the presentation was Senator Terrell Young and Long Island Administrator Jadalee Archer. The new Jaws of Life equipment will be kept at the police station in Deadman's Key, Long Island. And finally, the expanded program of immunization, or EPI, unit of the Ministry of Health and Wellness joins the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, in celebrating the 21st Annual Vaccination Week in the Americas, VWA, and the 12th World Immunization Week, WIW, April 22nd to 29th. This year's theme is Get Up to Date, Each Vaccine Counts, which is a call to action aimed at bringing more awareness to the importance of immunization and being current with immunizations against vaccines preventable diseases. The week began with the EPI unit and Ministry of Health and Wellness, their personal worship service they held at the Church of God of Prophecy, East Street Tabernacle. Throughout the week, EPI will be engaging the public through radio informational sessions, community walkabouts, and seminars. On Saturday, April 29th, EPI will partner with PAHO and the Bahamas Red Cross Association to participate in the 79th Annual Red Cross Fair at our Key Hermitage site. Parents, you're encouraged to participate in this free immunization clinic. You're asked to bring the relevant immunization card when you and your child come to get updated. And that'll do it for your JCN Evening News. Once again, I'm Jareno Saunders. Thanks so much for joining us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.